Dreamers, in this video, I'm going to show you guys how you can create income every single month from your LEAP options on Google using poor man cover calls. Now, Google just had their earnings call and they are spending a lot of money on AI to where the first time in a very long time, I think it ever, that they have a negative cash flow. So with that being said, Google had actually had their price plummet after their earnings call. Even though they did have a pretty good earnings call, they're just spending a lot of money on AI. They did have a really good earnings call. Google's an amazing company. But when we're looking at Google, I'm gonna show you guys how I enter my LEAP options to where I'm generating like tons and tons of money from my LEAP options. And right now, all three of my checkpoints is checking out for me to enter another LEAP option on Google. I'm gonna show you guys how to generate even extra income from your Google shares. Just for me, like doing poor man cover calls. I'm showing you in this video LEAP options and cash secure puts. So far this year, we did $28,633. So far this year, our best month was $6,000. July is looking like it's going to be a $5,000 month in July. If you guys do want to check out everything that we're doing inside the Patreon, I'm gonna leave a link to the Dream Team. I hold Zoom calls every single Sunday. Come check it out. Got multiple modules in there. You guys could come be a part of the Zoom calls, and I have 3 pro day traders that post their option trades every single day inside the Lucid Dreamer role, which is also tied to the Dream Team. So if you guys do want some of this amazing things that we're doing in there, I highly consider that you guys join the Dream Team. But yeah, just from using my LEAP option strategy that this all is going to check out on using the LEAP option strategy, the 3 checkpoint system. On some of my LEAPs like MU, I'm up 893%, which is crazy, up $60-ish thousand. A couple of my other LEAP options on QQQ, I'm up 84%, $8,000. Got an Apple LEAP option up 93%, about $13,000. Monster energy drink up 71%. I mean, it could just keep going on and on and on. I got NVIDIA LEAPs and things like that. So the reason I'm bringing up Google in this video is because it is checking out to be another good setup. I'm going to show you guys how to create extra income on your Google LEAPs every single month. So let's take a quick look at Google. This is Google on the 1-day time frame. When I'm looking, like a lot of you guys is probably looking on the 1-hour time frame. That's when you're looking to do LEAP options. I'm looking to buy calls expiring out longer than a year. Me, I go out as far as possible. Sometimes 2 years, sometimes longer than 2 years. So I'd like to switch it over to the 1-day time frame, sometimes the 1-week time frame to get a good entry. But when we switch it over to the 1-day time frame, it hits all three of our systems. It's at the 200 EMA, which is usually a strong support line for Google. Like right here, when it pulled back to the 200 EMA on the 1-day time frame, it used this as a strong support for Google. Could it pull back below? Absolutely, because it has before below the 200 EMA. But once it pulls below, it uses it as a resistance. But the 200 EMA on Google is usually really good, and it bounced off of it a lot of times, especially if we come back here in the uptrend, support, and support. So you usually use this 200 EMA as a strong support. So checkpoint 1 hit. Bottom of the bands, right? It's below the bottom of the bands. Price usually like to trade within this cloud, so it's probably going to come back inside this cloud sometime soon. Might not be tomorrow, might not be this week, but it's gonna come back inside this cloud. I can guarantee you that, especially with the Bollinger Band settings that we use within our Patreon. You guys do want to join, Patreon link down in the comment section. And then third thing that we look at is that it's oversold on the RSI indicator. Usually when price is overvalued on the RSI indicator, it has a pullback, and when it's oversold on the RSI indicator, it used it as a support and trend back up. The last time it was oversold was right here, oversold on the RSI indicator, and at the 200 EMA, it ended up going back up. So it hitting all 3 checkpoints. The chances, right? Google could completely decide to pull back. It could, but the odds are in our favor. No one can predict how the stock market is going to move, but we can have statistics that show usually when prices at oversold, it does this. Usually when prices at a support zone, it does this. So the odds are in our favor on this LEAP options. That gives us a higher win rate, right? So when we switch back over here, this is Google on the 1-day time frame. I'm going to go out as far as possible to buy a LEAP option on Google. So let's put that up right quick. So we're going to type right here. Oh, we're already here. We're on Google right here. And then what we're going to do, we're going to hit trade. Let's hit trade. trade options, and then we're gonna go out as far as we possibly can. We're gonna go out to December 15th, 2028, and we're gonna buy a call around a 0.6 to 0.7 delta. This one has a lot of volume at 320, so we could click this one right here. It will cost us $8,990 to buy this LEAP option on Google, right? I know it's expensive. Probably got to move some money around, got to sell some things, got to sell some shares or some plays that I'm up a lot of money on, and I'm going to take this better opportunity to grow my money because the risk to reward ratio on a great, amazing company like Google is looking pretty good for me. So, but this one will cost me $8,990, expiring on December 15th, 2028. So how far away is that? So from today, it is 873 days away, or 28 months away. So I got 28 months until my Google LEAP option expires. And all I need Google to do for me to be profitable is within the next 2 years, go back up to its old all-time high of around $408. Go up to $408, I will make money. Go up above $408 and make new all-time highs. I could possibly double my money. My LEAP option was what, $8,800. I could double that to $16,000. If it decides to go up to 440, 450, 400. So let's take a quick look right quick. All right, here's Google on the 1 day, 1 year. It's up 66% in a year, which is very insane for Google. And over the last 5 years, Google's up, what's that? 138%. So on average, 138 divided by 5 years is 27.6% every single year for the last 5 years. And we're holding Google for a little bit over 2 years. So we could, if Google continue how it moved over the last 5 years, for the next 2 years, we could look at a good movement of Google going up 55%. All right, so we come back over here and we expect Google to go up 55% over the next 2 years, right? We could expect Google to have a price point close to around $500. So that's all we need Google to do if it continues to move in the rate that it's been moving over the last 5 years. Google could possibly go up to $500. So just on the LEAP option side, if we go to Google, Google, and we buy the December 15th at 320, and we're expecting Google to go up to $500-ish. Yeah, we could turn $8,000 into, we will have more than double it into six. Yeah, we will have turned $8,000 into, if it goes up to 500 by expiration, to $18,000. So that's the profit right here. We will have profit 10,000. Our contract will be worth $18,000. Our contract value right here, yeah, it'll be worth $18,900 if Google continues to trade in the way that it continues to trade. But let me show you guys how we could generate some extra income from doing poor man cover calls. And if you guys do want to learn more about LEAP options, running the wheel strategy, poor man cover calls, cash secure puts, rolling your options, things like that, I highly consider that you guys are having a free webinar on July 30th, 7 o'clock Houston time, Central, whatever time zone that is to you. Sign up using the link down in the description. Free webinar. I'm going to teach you guys everything that you need to learn about the wheel strategy. Can't wait to see you guys there. It's going to be about an hour long. Sign up. I'm going to give a lot of freebie stuff out, so you guys could get that link through there and come learn everything that you need to learn about the wheel strategy. But now let's hop back over to the poor man cover call side. So here we are on Google. Now that we bought our LEAP option for close to $9,000. Now that we have a LEAP option, we could do something called selling a poor man cover call. So once a month, we're going to go out to the end of the month. That's going to be about 30 days out. We're going to sell a cover call expiring a month out, and we're going to look for like a 0.3, 0.2 delta. So let's scroll up to the 350. That is a 0.19 delta. So that's below 0.2, which is really good. 0.2 delta means we have an 80% chance that Google's not going to be above this price point. So once a month for the next 28 months, right? That's how long our option is, our LEAP option. So we're going to sell a poor man cover call versus our LEAP option. So we'll hit sell right here. We hit enter one. The market price was 308, and there it goes. We'll just sell a cover call. We'll bring in $308 versus our LEAP option every month. If the price point goes above 350 by the end of the month, we'll just roll that option up and out to keep our LEAP option, or we'll just take that major profit from our LEAP and let it get called away. We'll take the premium, we'll take our profit, and then we'll look for another entry. But this is a win-win scenario when you're selling covered calls and it's getting called away. So if we bring in $308 for the next 28 months, that's another profit of $8,624. So we gave ourselves a $300 income every single month to help us pay the bills around the house, pay a car note, electricity, help us pay the bills around the house, right? Now, this is just with a Google Leap option. Google does not have the highest premiums. Google do not have the highest IV. But when you're doing this with other Leap options, you can make a lot of money doing poor man covered calls. Let me show you one. So when you go to a stock that's more volatile, like you guys know I have a Leap option on MU, and I go out a month to August 28th and sell a covered call. I could bring in, let's say if I want to sell a covered call at 5,000, this one right here, I could bring in close to $5,000 every single month doing a poor man covered call on my Leap option on MU, which is what I'm going to do when it comes closer to the time it's for me to sell my MU Leap. I'm definitely going to do poor man covered calls to get out of that trade and collect income along the way. But yeah, that's just generating income every single month from your Google Leap option. Google is, if you can ask your grandparents, you can ask your parents, would you have invested in Google 20 years ago? They would have said yes. And now Google just hit our 3 checkpoint system for us to enter a trade on them that has a decent setup. It is a really good setup. Could pull back. Absolutely, it could. So I'm going to show you something a lot of people don't show you on the internet, because I'm just keep it real with y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do. So a few years ago, let's go to January. Here we go, January 2020. Price of Google was at 148. Let's make this bigger. All right, January 2020, price of Google was 128. So let's say we did enter at all-time highs, which would be dumb. It would be dumb for us to enter at all-time highs. We don't do that, right? We would only enter on pullbacks, big pullbacks, good pullbacks, healthy pullbacks, right? But let's just say we was not patient and we entered Google at all-time highs, January 2020. So our Leap options is 2 years. So let's go out to January 2024, which will be right here, January 2024. And it's at the exact same price, 150. So for 2 years, if we did not continue to buy the dip on Google, yes, we're buying up these shares on Google and we'll be in profit a lot earlier. But let's just say we bought a Leap option at all-time highs for 2 years. We started right here and ended right here. We will have not made any money in our Leap options. We probably will have lost money in our Leap options. But from doing poor man covered calls and generating income every single month, we will have generated enough premium in our income from doing poor man covered calls to pay off that Leap option to break even. So that is the beauty of the poor man covered calls. Yes, it's expensive, but you could pay off some of that Leap option from doing poor man covered calls to help you pay off that Leap option just in case it doesn't go in profit over the next 2 years. So I'm showing you guys the real spiel. So for that, go ahead and comment, give me the loot down in the comment section, because I'm showing you guys how to get the loot. And if you guys do want to be a part of the webinar that I'm holding on July 30th, that's coming up. Coming up real soon. Click that link down in the pinned comment section. Any information, I'll see in the link. See you guys there. It starts at 7. But other than that, dreamers, if you have any questions about poor man covered call Leap options, drop them down in the comment section. I read all the comments. Can't wait to see what you guys got to say. But other than that, I'm Zeke, bringing you Dream Green Conversations. I'm out. Peace.